So, Reilly, I might just start with Jake. Obviously limped off the track with the ankle injury. Looked like you had a pretty close view of that. How was your view and how is he?
Yeah, he was a bit sore landing down that ankle. He's been training so well, Jake. I'm so excited by what he's going to bring this year. But yeah, it looked like a rolled ankle, and from all reports, it's not too bad. Just a rolled ankle, so they're going to be pretty sore for the first week, and then hopefully he's back within a week or two. But yeah, he's been training the house down, so it'll be a minor setback for him, but he'll be back and firing in no time.
So just fall awkwardly on it? Oh, well.
Yeah, it was just a marking contest, but I think he just landed awkwardly and he grabbed it straight away. He could put weight on it coming off the track, but it looked pretty sore. So I think he'll take it easy for a week and then hopefully back by the internal trial in a couple of weeks.
And obviously for yourself, you've had a bit of a up and down off season with your appendicitis. How are you travelling?
Yeah, feeling really good. I was feeling super fit and super training really well before that, and just had probably a week and a half off training post-appendix operation, but no, back to full training the last couple of weeks and feeling good. So first couple of sessions back after not running for a week, get a little bit of blow, but after that I was fine. So no, feeling really good and body's in a great spot.
Is it right that happened on Dawson's wedding?
It did, yeah, night before the captain's wedding. So it's in the bad books there for a little while. I was under the knife while he was saying his vows. So bad timing, but better than in season for my sake. But would have loved to have gone to his wedding. So.
And of course, Rory Sloane wasn't at training today with his surgery. How's he tracking? He's obviously had a lot of problems with his eyes.
Yeah, I only heard that this morning, so I haven't actually got a chance to speak to Rory yet. But obviously, not ideal news for him. He's had a lot of injuries with his eyes and been very unlucky. So yeah, it's obviously unfortunate for him. So hopefully he recovers and is back in no time. But yeah, I'll speak to him later today and get more news from him. But I think he's taking it easy for the next week, so I don't think it's a fun surgery to recover from.
Pretty concerning. I mean, he's got a family, 3 kids. At what point do you think he thinks maybe need to stop playing footy and can focus on getting himself right with the eye?
Well, it's not for me to say, but all I know about Sloane is he's a super positive guy. He's been through a lot of setbacks. That ACL a couple of years ago, never seen anyone more positive and work harder to get back. And his love for the club and love for footy is so strong. So yeah, it's obviously for him, not for me to say, but I think yeah, I'm confident we'll see him back.
And of course, Wayne, who's had a bit of a setback with his hammy. He's another one who's had plenty of injury issues in the past. How's he coping?
Yeah, he's good. He's just a little nick in his hammy, so a little minor hamstring nick, which is a little bit annoying for him. But he's another one who's been training really well and looking really fit. So I tell him he runs too fast. That's why he does too many hammies. He needs to be a bit slower like me. He never get injured. So, but hasn't listened to that yet.
Speaking of good physical specimens, Dan Curtin obviously is coming back from his knee injury. How's he settled into the group? I don't think I've seen too many 18-year-olds who move like he does straight away.
Yeah, wow, he moves so well, and he's massive already as an 18-year-old. He's got most of the boys covered, and he'll be a great player. He's a great kid. Get along really well with him. Great attitude to training, and yeah, he's looking really good. He's had a little bit of just getting his body right the last week or two, but he'll be full training by the end of the week, and yeah, can't wait to see what he can do this year.
And how was your off season, mate? I think you went into Asia for a bit.
Yeah, the off season was a while ago now, it feels like, but I was in Japan with a couple of guys and the States as well, and did a bit of travelling, which was good, and a bit of training over there, and then been back pretty much since November, and been grinding away and getting the body in a good shape and getting the boys up and firing for a big season.
What few new players running through the midfield with you this season is the expectation? Saw Josh Reilly out there blitzing through the middle a couple of times. Excited to get some new faces in there?
100%, yeah, love having those guys in there. Just so explosive and bring so much X factor in there. So yeah, I think the best teams in the league have X factor through the midfield. Guys that can rip up in stoppages, rip up in games. So I love getting guys like Rush and Ranks in there and Lukey Pedler. Those guys are just so quick and got so much X factor and so dynamic. So it'd be exciting to work with them in the midfield, and I think it'll be super beneficial for the team to have that string to our bow.